We are live on Facebook Live. Is that right?
I'm pretty excited.
I'm nervous.
I'm very nervous.
Can't we tape?
You're sweating,
I feel
Dave.
like the guy in Tootsie. Can't we use videotape?
Where's my high def makeup? No, it's how do you feel about Cleveland? Anyway, that's my Tootsie.
A lot of points this year, boy. Looks like
good and bad, I think. Good and bad.
Yeah, a lot of them on the field. What do you think about a couple of things? First of all, Trace McSorley, fearless in a good way and a bad way.
Yeah, and I just thought that James Franklin kind of said it all. He said, look, our quarterback's going to run, and that's how we're going to play. I think that's one of the reasons why they extended the quarterback battle between Tommy and Trace, because they probably know the way that Trace is playing now against Kent State. You know, he does that against a bigger defense. He's going to get shaken up. I mean, they're going to need more than one quarterback, but Trace is fearless. He needs to be a little bit smarter, I think, sometimes about sliding.
And to clarify what we're talking about, if you didn't see it, is there were times when he did not avoid hits, where he probably could have, and he just admitted it. And if you do that against some Big Ten guys, you're gonna pay for it.
Well, you saw the play where the guy got ejected for targeting. That was helmet to helmet. Trace did not back away. I mean, it's great that he can play that way, but at 200 pounds, Dave, he's gonna run into some bigger defenses. It's something definitely to watch moving forward. I thought he threw the ball very well.
Really well.
Very well. Penn State's offensive line still got to work some things out. There's some young players that might find their way into the mix, but they had some trouble, I thought, inside. Brendan Mann got beat for a sack that resulted in a TD. The defense didn't tackle that well, but they did get pressure on the quarterback.
No, some bad tackling on the defense, and we got our buddy, there he is, but Sharif Miller, a very good debut, I thought. Active debut, and they're going to need him because there's a lot of turnover on that defensive line.
And it turns out that there really are players that are great game players that are not great practice players. And James kind of called him out and saying, if you would practice like you just played, you'd be an All-American. And I think Sharif hopefully will take that to heart because he looks very good, you know, under live conditions.
And a very interesting guy. I spent a lot of time with him after the game. Did not seem worried about being interviewed all that much. Seen some stuff in his life, I think, in the Frankfurt neighborhood of Philadelphia. But the defense could give up a lot of points because they've got some issues.
Yeah, you saw Penn State score 30 today. They're going to have to score a 30 in a lot of games against better teams. They're not going to have a shot. Saquon Barkley only had 105 yards against a good defense, but he made some incredible runs just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Because he had to.
Yeah. And also, by the way, Dave, it's now finally Pitt week.
Who?
Pitt.
Who? Oh, they're playing Pitt this year.
Yeah.
Yep, that will be next week on the 10th at Pitt. Noon start, I believe. Noon kick.
I can't wait to go to Fatheads Friday night. That's all I care about at this point.
You're not going to be in any shape to cover anything.
I will be in
Saturday.
Good shape, Dave. Not great shape, good shape.
Anyway, 33-13 was the final over Kent State. All considered a pretty good debut for this offense, too. Did they have any false starts?
They had some penalties. I don't know if there were any false starts. One other thing, I thought Joe Moorhead, even though the points weren't there, they left some on the field. Very aggressive going down the field. They're going to have to do that because they're stacking the box to stop Barkley. He's going to go deep. If they make a couple more catches, they win this game a lot easier.
He's going to do the right thing. He's going to do what's available no matter what. And they did stack, and so they did it. They took some shots deep. Anyway, that's it from Beaver Stadium, 33-13, Penn State over Kent. And here we go. It's Pitt down the turnpike. Adios.